Reports have it that the novel coronavirus, COVID-19, is from the family of coronaviruses, which include other viruses such as SARS and MERS as well as the milder variants, the common cold. The medical information has it that currently the novel coronavirus is more transmissible but appears less deadly. Evidence suggests that the rate of human-to-human transmission of the virus appears to be higher than that of other sources for now. The evidence also suggests that the transmission is mostly by droplets. What this means is that the virus is carried within droplets from an infected person. It can then be transmitted over a short distance when a person coughs or sneezes. When the virus comes into contact with the eyes, nose or mouth of an individual directly or indirectly through the hands that come into contact with these droplets, the individual may become infected. Currently there is no evidence that the virus is airborne. There are viruses such as the measles, chickenpox and tuberculosis. These are easily transmitted by air currents and do not require droplets to contact the eye or nose. The novel coronavirus is not in this category of viruses. How can a person get infected? Sources of transmission: the novel coronavirus can be transmitted in two ways. From a symptomatic person, someone showing clear symptoms like coughing and sneezing. Such a person is considered the most infectious. The second way is from an asymptomatic person. This is someone with the virus but not showing symptoms of the infection. For such a person the virus is still in the incubation stages and hasn't fully developed, but such a person can be infectious. This explains why suspected people are quarantined for close observation. Although this form of transmission is quite uncommon, care must be taken when walking in crowded places in order to avoid coming into contact with the virus from an asymptomatic person. Mode of transmission: the way the virus is transmitted is through droplets directly from an infected person to a healthy person and also by touching surfaces like chairs and tables that may have been infected. When an infected person sneezes or coughs, droplets with the virus onto those surfaces. The virus, according to reports, may stay alive on these surfaces for some days before dying. When someone touches these tables and chairs, he may contact these viruses and then transmit them to himself through his hands by touching his eyes or nose, or to someone else by the shaking of hands without washing his hands first. The main thing about prevention of this virus is this: you have to avoid the virus from getting into your body through your eyes, nose and mouth. That is why all preventive measures are to ensure that you don't get the virus into your body through these three gateways: mouth, nose and eyes. Preventive measures to take from now. Although no known cure has been found for coronavirus infection, it is also highly possible to prevent yourself from being infected. So here is a list of things you can be doing regularly to avoid contracting the virus in the first place, which can possibly lead to an infection. General personal hygiene: the most effective way we can protect ourselves and others is to practice personal hygiene. This is the time for you to up your game with your personal hygiene. Wash our hands regularly with soap and water, clean your mouth regularly and avoid touching walls in public buildings unnecessarily. Avoid close contact with sick people. Gargle your throat frequently, especially whenever you come back from outside. Cover your sneeze or cough with tissue and then throw the tissue in the trash. Washing your hands anytime you come back from outside. Avoid touching your face with your hands. Wash your hands as well as your fruits and vegetables very well before consuming. Avoid touching surfaces unnecessarily. Avoid shaking hands and hugging as much as possible. Clean and sanitize all surfaces you regularly touch at home, such fridge doors, tables, etc. Strengthen your immune system. Eating foods that boost your immune system can help you resist the virus from your body even if all the personal hygiene fails. Avoid stress and worry since it can weaken your immune system. This does not mean you should live carelessly. It simply means you should not be afraid of the virus, since you can still do something to avoid it by living with conscious caution. Another way to boost your immune system is to sleep well. Allow your body to heal and recover from stress. This will get your body energized for the day. Evidence still points to the fact that there is higher transmissibility when a person is symptomatic. And so in order to protect others, your loved ones, your friends and all of your colleagues around you, please avoid going out and getting closer to them once you spot signs of coughing or sneezing from yourself or from others.